The problem in dealing with these kinds of concepts historically is that you can't observe them, you don't know what's happening, and you kind of make up explanations for them. We find places in the brain or wherever to account for all these things. And Skinner's didn't help that much by the public-private dichotomy, because the private events were supposedly going on inside the skin in some part. I don't know what part, but anyway, an interbehaviorist takes the position that all psychological events are interactions of the whole organism with the environment. So there can't be any parts going on. You can't say that psychological events are happening because some part is acting. The part is not the issue. It's the whole organism. So if it's a whole organism, then you have to say, well, how can we observe very subtle, very transient, unique occurrences that are happening when a person thinks or dreams or remembers or, whatever. You have to, as I think, you have to be able to, you have to have considerable interaction with that phenomenon over time, such that you are able to predict its occurrence. So the idea is you've got to look at the concept of observation. We think, oh, well, I can't observe it, so it can't be there, or it's invisible, or it has the property of not being visible or not being observable. But if things don't have that property, that's the observation is an interaction. And so some things require more interactions to see them than other things. And that's what kind of I was talking about. So some of the way of trying to look at these things from an investigative standpoint is conceptualizing the history of the organism as current and realizing that it's cumulative and it's here, and seeing whether or not you can manipulate that circumstance so as to better enable you to observe subtle things. That's kind of the strategy.